All right, so I'm just going to go through some of the quick options that you can use with number set 42. I did something a little bit different with this one, and I included a file that makes it so you can type the numbers. It's essentially just a font file, but it only includes the numbers in it, so you can select any number, highlight it, and type the number that you want. So I'm going to go through this file, show you how to do that in Adobe Illustrator. If you're using like Flexi or Corel or Photoshop or anything like that, the styles don't stay intact, and so you just have to type it and then build your own styles. I have included these styles embedded though, so you can like change the colors of them and kind of see how I built them and use them as an example of how you want to build your numbers. But the awesome thing about Adobe Illustrator is there's a convenience factor with built-in styles where I can just select the number and type it, and the style stays intact, and I can rip my projects out a lot quicker. So before I get started, I'm going to go to my font or the folder where the number set's located, so you can see Adobe Illustrator, Corel, EPS, FlexiSign, Photoshop file, all the different types of files. And then there's a folder called Install Typable Numbers, which is just the OTF file. So you install that, it goes with all your fonts. And then it becomes an option for typing when you're working on race wraps and things like that. So I'm going to go over here. I'm working in Adobe Illustrator, and you can see everything here is live. So I can highlight this and I can retype it in this style, and everything with it will stay. If you want to type the convex, you just hold down Shift. It doesn't matter what program you're in. You hold down Shift and then you hit the number that you want to type. So I could like select. I could like select this 2, for instance, and if I want it to be 8, I can go Shift 8, and it gives me the convex for that. Then you just basically drag it over to your 8 and lay it on top, and you can use it how you want, skew it, do other things, warp it. There's a lot of different options that you can use with it. Okay, so that's how you would type that, and then the same thing with these numbers up here. You could just select these, pull that down. Pull this whole thing down. Like let's say I just want the 0 off of it. So now I just type the 0, and I can just type any number that I want to, right? 4, 8, and they're all racy looking. They look like they're ready to go on a race car. They're not just it's not just like a font file that like had some numbers in it that were okay. Every number I curated so that it makes it so if it hits a race car, it looks like it belongs on a race car. So these down here at the bottom for Adobe Illustrator, you could just select any of these and retype them, and it'll retype to whatever number you want. And you can change the colors of it in the appearance panel. So like, and I set each one of them up a little bit different so you can see what your options are. But like for this 42, I have them both staggered. So I kind of have like the 4 up and the 2 down, but they are together and they have a style on them. And so you would have to select each number individually and type it. You don't just want to like select, like all of it and then type in, 9.5 like that or anything like that. You want to select them individually. So there's 78. So go back to the 4 too. So what I'm saying is you want to select the 4 and you could say that's going to be a 5, and then you want to select the 2 and you could say that's going to be a 3, and you keep that staggered version, and that's how you would keep that. And I have that set up. You can see it over here in the character panel with what setting is that. So essentially I highlighted the second one, and then I dropped it down like -1464 is what it says here, and that's how you accomplish that. I could select the 5 and drop it down or raise it up, but that's how I accomplished that. Same thing with this 31. You could just highlight it, and then you could just turn it into any number. So we could turn it into 23. I just put these cars in here as an example. Kind of gives you a little bit of an idea by eye, like, oh, what's it's going to look like on a race car. So you can select these, and these styles are all included. So you can see them down here in the graphic styles. It's in the file. If you're in Adobe Illustrator, it's going to open up. You're going to be able to use it. Okay, the same thing with the 70. I did the same thing with the 70 that I did with that 8 up here. I typed the convex over top of the 70, and so you can see I'm selecting that, and that style is live. So what I can do, just to make it easier so I don't have to pick through both of these, is I can take this 66 and I can apply that style to it. So I'm selecting it. Give it a second here. I'm going to clear the style first. Sometimes you want to clear styles before you apply a new style so that when it's not doubling up on the style. So I'm going to go ahead. You do that in the appearance panel. You just go to clear appearance, and then it clears it out, and then you just select the one that you want. And it might take a second. And there, now it loads onto it. And now all I need to do is just duplicate this. And so I'm just going to duplicate that up. Okay, and then I'm going to clear appearance on that. And I'm going to go ahead and hold down Shift and type 6. And then I'm going to just drag it down here like that. And I could probably zoom in and get a little closer, but I think you get the idea. Change the color of it and duplicate it. And I'm just holding down Option or Alt, and you could drag and drop. When you hold down Option or Alt, it's Option if you're on a Mac, it's Alt if you're on a PC. It essentially duplicates whatever you're dragging. It'll just duplicate it. And so there you go. Now I have that. And the same with this one here. You can just highlight this and turn it into any number. So we can go, 42 like we had before, 46, 47. A lot of cool options. And I did include, so like if you're going to lean this the opposite direction, like on the other side of the car, the style is included that makes the shadow go the other way. So you just click that and you can see now the shadow goes the other way. And that I did the same thing with the style for the 70. We can also just take and put this other style on it altogether that we had on the 31. So you can just click through them. Got a lot of options, a lot of cool things. The typable number works in any design software. You just install it, and then you can style it however you want. Illustrator has these features where there's built-in stuff that really helps expedite your design process. So if you have any questions, you can just hit me up at ray@srgfx.com.